Hey, it's JC14241 once again with NASCAR Heat 3. And in this episode of our season with Elliott Sadler's #1 Hunt Brothers Pizza Chevrolet, we are going to be completing race 7 of 33, the Fitzgerald Glider Kiss 300 at Bristol Motor Speedway. A short track race, and also a short track weekend, because tomorrow we're going to Richmond. I don't know which one's more difficult to deal with, but all I know is that they're both going to be really fucking sweaty. So we're going to start this weekend off shirtless. But don't worry, you don't have to see my nipples or my chest hairs or my armpit hairs or anything. All you gotta see is my naked shoulders. My beautiful naked shoulders. In the last episode, we went to Texas Motor Speedway, my home track, and we finished in second place to Justin Allgaier, who got his first win of the season there. He is now tied for third place with Cole Custer, but yeah, that certainly did some stuff for him. I was trying to catch him, but, you know, as my tires became warm, he was pulling away because the AI don't get tire wear and shit like that. And that race, that was a freaking roller coaster. Like, I started out a little up front, then I got wrecked towards the end of the first stage. I was climbing way back up in the second stage, but really didn't do much for me. But whenever I took my pit stop, I gained all the way back to 5th place again somehow, and I guess because I made a shorter pit stop because I already had taken one and stuff like that. But Christopher Bell is still our points leader, and he's like 16 points in front of me or something like that. I don't know if we're going to really close in on that points lead in this race, but all I know is we're locked into the playoffs, so let's go to Bristol and Richmond and just try not to finish badly. These AI are really aggressive at Richmond. Bristol, it used to be a tough track for me, but I've gotten a lot of practice there recently just because I was practicing with everybody else for the core league and stuff like that, and they helped me learn how to race this track better. There's a little seam and turns off the corners, and you kind of want to dive over that without getting stuck on it and then getting really loose. And I'm using like setup 5 with this car because that's something I've gotten used to. I used to run on really low setups just because I couldn't handle it, but now I'm starting to figure things out. We're using the Hunt Brothers Pizza paint scheme just because I haven't used it in a while, and I feel like this one would be good for the day Bristol race. I think we'll use a different one for the night one, though. I honestly don't know how the car gets loose off the corners in the Xfinity Series. I haven't raced in the Xfinity Series at Bristol in ages, but this is me just kind of warming up, but also trying to get a really good qualifying lap time. Kind of prefer to run the top lane qualifying, because it's usually where I'm fastest, but during the race I like to run the bottom lane just because for some reason that's where I'm better. Well, that was awful. Hit the freaking wall off of turn 4, but still we're starting 10th, which is, ain't too bad. I think I would have started like 7th or 8th if I hadn't hit the wall. Maybe if I had been running the bottom lane during qualifying, like I'm going to do during the race for the most part, then I would have been better. If you guys remember in the truck series, I ran the bottom line, and like it kind of led me to my success. Like I almost won the race because of that, where I was, winning stages and running up front for that, but I tried taking a pit stop so I could balance out on my strategy better and keep up with the AI, and it just didn't play out that well. So hopefully this time we're just going to go with whatever strategy that the AI do. So we didn't lose any positions, or gain positions for people up front, which sucks because I would have liked to get moved into 9th place and start on the inside. Said Spencer Gallagher gave up his position for tires, which makes sense because this is Bristol, but at the same freaking time I was hoping that he'd start in front of me. Okay, on the outside. Well, I'm going to try getting to the inside, and we'll see what we can do down there and hopefully make up some positions, get some stage points and stuff like that. Just try to run well in this race. I don't want it to be like the truck series was, like I said. Okay, well, Ross Chastain gets a pretty good start right there. Goes to the outside, and wow, this car just didn't really turn that much. Kind of started going up the track even though I was trying to slow it down. Okay, let's try keeping it to the bottom. Okay, try to get a good arc off. Oh, man, it's just not steering that well. Bumping into Dale Earnhardt Jr., who, by the way, is once again in my Xfinity Series. Okay, so it just doesn't turn as well as the trucks do here, but I'm still faster as long as there's no one on my outside whenever I do come back up the track off the corner. And I ran into Ryan C. I'm trying to dive into the corner. I'm clipping the back of his car. That's just what happened. That bottom lane, it's working for me. It's just not as well as the truck series because these cars are so freaking tight. Okay, we got a good exit off right there. Hitting Ryan C again. These guys are side by side in front of me. So, try to take advantage of that. Bumped into Ross Chastain. Okay, we're making it work. We're gaining some ground. Barely. Just doesn't feel like I have the best car at all because of how tight this damn thing is. Yeah, it's not getting nearly as loose off the corners as it does in the Cup Series here. Like, I'm on setup 5, and it's a whole. I should have expected a whole different thing because the Xfinity Series are so much tighter than those. So, the first stage is 10 laps long, and we're about to reach the halfway point in there. Oh, I always hope that these tires hold together well during this race. Ping pong by Brandon Jones. I don't even like Brandon Jones. I wish he had gotten some bad into that. Like, not me. That was a struggle just keeping my freaking control of that thing. And my little brother is raging at Fortnite or something in the other side of the house. I don't know if you guys heard that, but yeah, hopefully you did, because I sure as hell did. Running 7th place, trying to get a pass on Brandon Jones. Oh, there he goes. He entered from the bottom like that and kind of shot him up the track, which is realistic. Usually the AI, if they enter from the bottom, they just stay there and gain more ground than you ever will. There we go. Good dive in. Try to get lots of momentum off. Oh, we are 3 wide. Both trying to pass the same drive at the same time, and this is for 5th place now. Oh, God, Brandon Jones is losing it. Austin Cindric caught up to us. I don't know where he started, but he's behind us now all of a sudden. Oh, my goodness. Oof, on worn tires, this is not going to be fun. This is going to be lots of yelling and sweating from JC1424. That's every Bristol race here, isn't it? Okay, I gained more ground going into that corner than I probably should have, but we might just pass Justin Allgaier and Daniel Hemrick before the stage is over. I'm sure on Allgaier. Okay, let's not use the apron like that, JC. And the stage in it early. Fuck. I could have gotten like that 1 extra point on Daniel Hemrick, but still, 7 points. Honestly, I think I would like to have gotten 5th rather than 4th because it's Bristol and it's just 1 point, and I would love to have the inside much more. So everyone's pitting after the first stage, which is fantastic because I really want some fresher tires. We're just going to get right sides because the left sides aren't worn that much. Okay, we're just going to get... I'm not going to get any fuel because this is enough fuel to make it to the end of the next stage, in my opinion. Honestly, I think I should just fill it up because this might be our last pit stop for all I know. I actually have some damage, so I should repair that as well. See, I was thinking about it first. Like I was thinking, hey, I really should fill up the tank because this might be our last pit stop. So I lost 14 positions. It would have been nice if it was like 13 or 15, but no, it's 14, so I'm still on the outside. Now, I don't know why we lost so much ground because of these guys. What did we do different during our pit stops? Or did they just not take pit stops, those guys that gained positions on us? We've got a really good dive off on Jeff Green, trying to get myself spun whenever I hit his quarter panel. And I'm sending him into the outside wall. Oh, I don't even belong back here. Like, I don't know why I'm back here. Well, if that was our last pit stop, then I couldn't have made a better call. I mean, if I was going to lose this many freaking positions, I might as well have taken 4 tires anyways. Because now our tires are freaking 8% worn, and if we're making it to the end on this shit, then that kind of sucks. Now, let's just go wherever the wind blows us. Dive into turn 1. I gotta say, like, things are really different visually at this track than they were in NASCAR 2, in my opinion. And I think even in NASCAR 2, the track was a little more narrow than this, but still pretty freaking wide. Wow, they're stacking up on the outside over there. While it's side by side, I can gain a lot of ground. I just gotta know how to take advantage of it. Just gotta dive really hard and then slam the brakes and then start diving back off the corner. I have to really take advantage of what this car can and can't do. Ooh, gonna push Kevin Harvick. I just meant to push him. I didn't mean to spin him, but that's what's happening to him. I just wanted, like, hey, you have my sponsor, but I'm better than you. Like, that was my goal, but that's not what happened. Oh, God. I'm trying not to hit the fucking apron because I know it's going to spin me. Oh, we killed Alex Labbe. Or Lab. Evil scientist, whatever the hell his name is. Labbe? Lab rat. So, no one's pitting right there, but yeah, left sides are starting to get pretty freaking worn. Right sides, they're more worn than the left sides were at the beginning of the first stage. Or at the end of the first stage, I was trying to say. Matt Tift is leading this thing. That's garbage. Okay, well, no one else is pitting, so I'm not going to. Well, starting on the inside. My apologies, Alex Labrat. I didn't mean to do that. You know, I was going 3 wide because they left the hole wide open, and then there was no room off the corner. Like, I was trying to apron, and if I had stayed down there and not made any contact with those guys, then I would have found myself spinning and causing a wreck anyways, because, you know, that's what the apron does. So, yeah, I didn't really have many choices. I mean, he's still up here, not repairing the freaking right quarter panel damage. He's got the whole freaking right side of his car is shattered. See, videos like this don't show that I'm actually good at driving. Also, that was the end of stage 2. I thought we already had it in stage 2. I didn't even remember the fact that they hadn't showed it to us. So no stage points, but I probably could have gained one if I had known that. Would have been more aggressive. Yeah, and they're not taking pit stops. So we've got 18 laps remaining and 27 laps on field. So yeah, we're good to the end. Meaning I definitely should have taken 4 tires. I mean, if I had known that, then I would have. But yeah, I wasn't really thinking that hard about it, was I? So we're going to try to make up a bunch of positions at the beginning of the final stage of the race. And we're going to start losing a bunch of ground towards the end. That's what I'm pretty sure of. Because 18 laps, That's quite a ways. I think it might be like 15 laps now because we skipped some under the caution. It's quite accurate. 15, 14 laps. I'm going to say it right here. Yep, 15 laps. So we're just going to try passing a bunch of cars as fast as we can. Not wrecking anybody, though, like it did a while ago. And I mean, if we make it to like 3rd, 4th place, and we're going to start falling back to like right where we were, 11th place. And I could take like an 11th place finish here. I think that would be our first finish in the season that's outside of the top 10 if we did. Can't believe we made this far. Race like ISM should have been the end of it. I'm running up against Michael Annette because I'm trying not to get ping-ponged off the corner. I would do that in NASCAR 2 all the freaking time. Like if I was getting tied off and there was a car on my outside, just before I'm about to start making contact with them, I wouldn't keep turning left. I would start turning to the right a little bit because I know the car is going to take a hard left after making that contact. Something I get here. Okay, let's not stick underneath just now, Geyer, just yet. They're going 3 wide in front of us. Brandon Jones up top of the track. I'm going to make 4 wide. Okay, no, it's still 3 wide with me putting myself in there. But that gets us into 8th place. Ooh, contact between Al Geyer and Brandon Jones. Brandon Jones is just not having a good day. I can tell you he's been used up. Okay, really good exit to turn 4. We're going to pass Justin Al Geyer into turn 1 right here. Yeah, I think we're going to... No, we're not going to clear him, but we should have the arc off. Not really. Never mind, my assumption was wrong. I thought we were going to be passing up, just go ahead and complete the pass. And I'm still trying to, I just can't do it. And here comes Kevin Harvick somehow along the way. Let him clear me of the corner, and didn't do that very well. Now, they're already starting to fly past me. Worn tires, the slide's been worn, and then you can't do anything anymore. I was hoping to make it a little further than this. Oh, it's like the Kyle Larson race at Bristol all over again, where my tires were starting to get worn, and I was just begging for dear life, blocking everyone, overdriving every corner, every exit, and everything, just trying to hold on. So, it looks like, whoever it was, who the hell, the 2 car? Yeah, Matt Tiff, the guy that was in the lead a while ago. He kind of put Ross Chastain in the wall, and Ross Chastain's just been falling back, so the pass was going to happen either way. And I think even I'm faster than him. I just got to take my time to complete this pass, just like with Justin Allgaier. Okay, well, dive into turn 1. There we go. Oh my god, he's so much faster in the center than me, and it keeps him up top. Okay, this pass should be completed right here. I'm on the apron. Nope, park it. I'm just going to park the car up there so that he doesn't start coming back around me. God, we got that 20 car still right behind me. I don't know who drives the 20 car. I need a freaking leaderboard just so I can know who everybody else is. Ryan Preece. Okay. I swear Ryan Preece used to drive the 16 car or something, and another caution happens. It's the same thing with the freaking Kyle Larson race here. Oh, I thought that was the 20 car. That was the 18 car. No wonder why it didn't make any sense. Okay, so the 66 car got spun. He was probably falling the lap down, and I don't think the leaders were coming up on lap traffic just that soon, so must have been something happened with them racing back there. So 5th place means we're going to be coming to the restart on the inside. This is actually going to be a green, white checker because we only had 3 laps to go. Golly, that was going by quicker than I thought it was. I didn't realize we had 3 laps to go. I was just focused, somehow maintaining 5th place. Well, I was in 6th, and I was trying to get past, you-know-who, whatever the hell, Ross Chastain. Oh, I could probably win this thing if I try hard enough. Just hold that inside line. Get a good run off. Oh, contact because it's so freaking tight. Using the apron. Okay, come on. Oh, we're going to bump into the 2 car. Matt Tiff. 1 lap to go. I don't know if we can. Oh, it's going to have to be one big freaking dive. Ugh, knew I was going to crash into Matt Tiff right there because my car is so freaking tied off. Golly, we're sliding in turn 3 right here. Okay, well, looks like we're going to finish in 3rd place here. Yep, that's the end of it. 3rd place at Bristol. And I'm pretty freaking sweaty. It's what I expected. I wasn't expecting to finish that well, but yeah, honestly thought we were going to lose just a bunch of ground in the final stage, and I was maintaining position. Went by quicker than I thought it was, and I think 15 laps, and I usually think like that'll take me a whole 5 to 10 minutes at other tracks, but this one it was much quicker than that. Tyler Reddick was your winner today, and almost could have been Daniel Hemrick just because of those restarts and the caution that happened. Then Matt Tift, he won the 1st and 2nd stages, but wound up finishing in 4th place. I was battling him at that restart, probably crashed into him like 2 or 3 times. Delmar Jr. finished in 5th place, a pretty strong finish. He's trying to be a championship contender, and I don't like it because he's not even supposed to be here. Ty Dillon got a DNF, finished 35 laps down, so that was at the very, very beginning of the race. We didn't have a caution for that, did we? I mean, maybe it was the caution that happened like in the 1st stage or something like that. That could have been it. And we'll also have the point standings to look at. I did finish in front of Christopher Bell, and because of that, we are a new points leader. Golly, he must have not finished very well because he is now like, what is that, 12 points behind me? Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow whenever we go to Richmond International Raceway for the Toyota Care 250. We're going to be using the One Main Financial paint scheme. Haven't used that since ISM race 4 of the season, I think it was. So, yeah, this is going to be race 8. So, another 4 races later. And I think this is going to be the day Richmond race. There's 2 of them, and I think one's day, one is night. That'll be the second one is the night race. I want to use a different paint scheme for the night race. Well, aside from that, nothing else to say in this video. So, see you next time. That's that, and episode over.